following program is part of the Evolution Podcast Network.
Yeah, you're past Nicolas Cage. Yeah, you're past the Nicolas Cage look, man. You're way past that.
There you go. I can hear. Anybody? Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Got you.
Speak, Dom.
I'm here.
Speak or forever hold your peace.
Can you hear me?
Sure.
Good.
There we go.
Are we good?
We're on.
Are we on?
Yeah.
We're recording?
Yeah.
Already? Fuck me. Okay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Episode 4, Season 2.
No, we're at season 2. Yeah, episode 4. You're right.
Thank you. I know I said it the other way,
I
but
said it differently.
yeah.
Let's not make things complicated.
Yeah.
Let's not make things complicated.
Welcome back.
Yeah, please don't make complications with me.
How's
Adjusting the microphone.
How's everybody's week been?
Not bad.
I fucking had a great week.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's official. My days as a bouncer are numbered.
They are now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lean towards my birthday weekend as
Your last bouncing?
my last hurrah.
I'm just adjusting the microphone. I apologize if you hear anything.
Nah, they don't care.
Uh-oh.
And Dom's just
He's
putting his phone on silent.
phone. Somebody's messaged him what we're fucking listening to now. Shitbag.
No, it's Jay.
What are you saying?
Jay? Oh.
Yeah,
Hi, Jay.
he was talking about going to fucking Fan Expo to meet the WWE superstars. There's like 4 of them going.
Who?
A bunch of WWE superstars.
Oh, okay. Then that's
Which
totally uninteresting.
It is fucking expensive, man.
you know how much it was?
No idea.
$500.
Fuck off.
Fuck that
Are you
shit.
serious?
Four
I
wrestlers.
mean, I'd rather buy a pass for Fan Expo itself and go check out the booths and stuff because that's actually fun.
Yeah.
You know, you got like all these panels for movies, like comic book movies, all that stuff.
Yeah, but you can do that
Yeah.
too.
What?
But you can do that too because you have the fast pass with these ones.
Oh, but man, I mean, just to take a couple of pictures. But take a couple of pictures and get an autograph. I mean,
Yeah, one photo and one autograph,
ugh. Ugh.
and you get the fast pass.
Fast pass.
Apparently, yeah, they'll just walk you right up to the stage as soon as
Oh,
you have
okay.
the yeah. So
Whoa.
Who gives a fuck?
I actually never been to Fan Expo. I always wanted to go. It's like it got all the comic book, all that kind of stuff. Like
maybe
that I like.
Maybe we can work on that for next year then.
Yeah, we can try to do something for next year.
Yeah, we can try that for next year.
It is Fan Expo. What's the other one they have in Toronto? Anime North, but I'm not a huge anime fan, so I don't really care.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's like the 2 biggest cons.
What's the difference between anime and manga? What's the difference?
Manga is Japanese comic books,
Okay.
and anime is Japanese
Cartoons.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no real difference.
No
I mean,
real
it's
difference.
they're just fucking cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
like
cartoons.
Yeah, one's
Yeah.
cartoons and one's comic books. Same like the way we separate them both.
Anime and cartoons are the same, pretty much. It's the same thing. It's just they just call the Japanese ones anime just to have a difference between the North American / European ones, because their style of like animation is actually very different than the ones like people like the cartoons in North America or even in Europe.
Really?
Like how they draw like the eyes and the faces is
No,
much
I
different,
know
right?
I know that I was watching a particular show. It was talking about the way that in Japan, especially, that they represent the way that the eyes are, because they have these really big round eyes.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's something that's really looked upon
Yeah.
as being awesome in
Yeah.
Japan. How true that is, I really don't.
I mean,
know,
it's even like even with any character, right? Like you can have like a Japanese anime that have like a character that's from say United States, right? And it's like everybody's like the facial features, they looks all pretty much the same.
Yes,
like
they're very
the
similar.
eyes,
They're
especially the eyes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
always have these really well. And I was looking at this particular thing on this particular show, and then it was also showing the Japanese women who went out there and they tried everything that they could do, including surgery, believe it or not, to open up and having the really wide European eyes.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff like that.
oh wow.
The round eye.
Yeah, the round eye. It's like fucking amazing. I must say, please stop doing that because Japanese women
are fucking
Oriental
gorgeous.
women and think they are fucking
Fuck yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'd fuck one.
Of course.
Of course you would.
I'd fuck one.
Yeah.
Why not? Add it to
No,
my
dude, you
add it to my
would
list.
fuck anything. You almost anything.
Yes, I have a limit.
Yeah, okay.
Tits and an ass. Dom's ready to go.
Yeah, done. Fucking hellfire.
It's not funny.
It's fucking hilarious. The way that you seriously you salivate. You seriously salivate when there's a chick there who's like boom. You're like a dog on heat.
In heat, not on heat.
Whichever you want to call it.
If he's on heat, you're cooking him.
Okay. There you go. You can correct me now. You're fine.
That's one for the
That's
bad guy.
once this year.
One for the bad guy.
One for the bad guy.
Yeah, he corrected me once in a fucking year. That's good.
Shut up.
I'm sure you in the next 2 hours you'll get your
I'll get
chance.
back.
It's not funny at all. I don't know.
Oh my fuck.
Well, that was last night. That was fun meeting a fan.
Yes, it was. That was a hi fan. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude, but like I know you listen to us, but I completely forgot your name, man. I
Yes,
suck with names.
I know. I'm
But I
Kevin.
know what?
His name's Kevin.
Kevin. Yes,
There you
Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. Thanks
There
for
we
listening,
go.
brother.
That was amazing. Actually, meeting a fan who thinks that we're fucking good. That's
Yeah, that's
Okay,
amazing.
who puts us on top of as far as Joe Rogan? That's what he says.
Yeah.
It's the only two podcasts he listens to: Joe Rogan and us.
Yeah.
Fuck, hey man, that's all I listen to most of the time.
That's it. No, it's fucking wonderful.
I was like, oh, okay, well.
Oh man, yeah, that's great. It's like the first time that happened. I was like, holy fuck, they're completely humbled by that.
Yeah, you know something? That was the feeling that I had. Truthfully, there was being humbled. It
Yeah.
wasn't like being, oh, I'm fucking fantastic and
Yeah,
celebrity
it was-
everything
oh,
else.
dude, it
I
is-
truly was humbled by
Yeah,
somebody
it's true.
saying, but by that guy saying, you know, I'm a true fan. They're like, wow,
You know, yeah, like somebody
really
saying you guys are
awfully
fucking
humbled.
great, and it's like, man, like, I mean, I know we do a show, we have a good time, but like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes people might just listen to us because they hate us.
Yeah, that's cool. If you want to hate us, then
I mean, that's fine.
I'm happy with it.
people on that point, if I may, to anybody that I don't think they download us there, but can I just turn around and say something very, very simple? Right at the Saudi government now, go fuck yourself. Canada is fucking Canada. We stand up for human rights and blah blah blah. So go fuck yourself, no matter what. Take all your students back to Saudi Arabia or place them anywhere else you wish. You crucify some fucker, you're a cunt. End of story. Us, we fucking enjoy human rights. Sorry for my political rant. They can go fuck themselves.
The end.
Yes.
The end.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So apparently, if we have any Saudi fans, then go fuck yourself.
Well, whatever. I mean, that you can't turn around and say to Canada like that they expel our ambassador from their country because we turned around and says, "Oh, by the way, stop chopping people's heads off."
Yeah.
That's kind of like okay. Fuck you, you fucking pieces of shit. Fuck off.
Okay.
We don't need your oil because we've
The-
got fucking shit tons of our own.
It's true.
The following message has been brought to you by Will.
No, that pissed me off. That
No,
was
no,
one of the
it's-
things
yeah.
that's really, really, really been pissing me off all fucking week. It's like they've expelled because that's a big diplomatic thing. Do you know what I mean? To have your ambassador expelled from another nation, that is a really big diplomatic kick in the balls, basically. And then for Saudi Arabia to turn around and then do the very same thing as the, and I mean, imagine this. This is 2018. they did it on the same day. They were crucifying, which is your God's thing, like being nailed to the fucking cross.
Yes, I'm pretty.
Crucifying another human being and then saying, "Don't criticize our human rights, whatever fucking policies. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself."
Yes, go fuck yourself.
Yes.
What a bag of shit.
It's true, though. You can't do something shitty and say, don't criticize me.
No, you can't. You can't.
No, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, fuck. Walking down the street, you see an old lady, you push her down to the ground, and people are like, yo, what the fuck you doing? What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
You're like, hey, man, don't criticize me.
Don't criticize me. I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No, it's true.
Pieces of fucking garbage.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you. Oh, that riled me up. It's been playing on my mind.
Yeah, I figured. I figured. I
Oh,
read that the other day, and after I saw you posting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really...
The top of your head does kind of look like Mount Vesuvius before it explodes.
I think one of the great things that I think thanks, Kevin, by the way, again, but for being a fan. But
thanks, Kevin, for putting us on his rant.
Bringing that home, what he brought home was people, genuinely human beings. They do listen to this, and we have a platform. And I thank you for that. You know what I mean? We have a platform that we can actually get something out there and say, look, there's shit, and then there's just fucking stupid shit.
Yeah.
The shit, if we've got a voice to be able to say something, then I think we should, because that is bringing it home, and I think it's wonderful, and I really, really do, that people listen to that, and I think it's fantastic. Stupid shit that we fucking say, then okay, fine, whatever. You know.
Like bring on the titties.
Yeah. Oh fuck me. Never. Are you kidding me? Did you hear? You were a part of the conversation, but did you hear that conversation we had last night?
Yeah.
What?
Right, him tits.
Yeah.
That's all he was thinking about.
I know.
Tits.
You know, as like the leader of this podcast, you need to be a little bit more. Go out of your titties and ass box.
I don't think he can. That's impossible. Well, not impossible. It's improbable.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Tits. That's all he sees.
Yeah.
Nice tits. Oh, there you go.
No, Stephanie, she's a nice girl. She's a nice girl.
Sammy,
Stephanie. Sorry, Sammy.
Which one are you talking about? Which one are you? I know you were staring at Stephanie last night.
Stephanie.
Behind the bar.
No, gingers don't do it for me.
You was fucking you were like locked onto her tits.
No, not at all.
Oh,
No.
You must have been looking at the fucking booze then, because you were locked onto her tits.
Maybe the TV, but gingers don't do it for me.
Really, eh? I love the ginger.
I've never fucked a ginger, ever.
My God, you need to try.
What's wrong with him?
But you need to try. Some of them are kind of crazy.
Kind of.
Hey, listen, I mean, I'm just, I'm not trying
You're trying to be PC.
Oh, yeah, very PC on that one. I would probably suggest, if you travel somewhere, if you see a hot ginger, do it and then come back to Toronto, and then she probably might not follow you back.
I put the last ginger, the last redhead. Sorry, we shouldn't call them ginger, because apparently that's offensive. But,
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
right. So the last redhead I dated, we were in this bar, just chatting with another couple, and then. Now, the day before, I'd had the conversation with her that I've never hit a woman, and I would never, ever, ever hit a woman under whatever circumstances.
Nor should anybody.
Or under whatever circumstances. So, this is how fucking crazy some redheads could truly, truly be. There's this couple that are friends.
Yeah.
Me, and then this redhead.
Yeah. And
then she just fucking launched a fucking punch right into the side of my fucking face. Seriously, bang! Boom. And I went, what the fuck are you doing? And she turned around, are you going to hit me? I went, no, why would I fucking hit you? So I just punched you in the mouth. Are you fucking sick? Why would you do that?
Why would you test that?
Exactly. I never understood
Like, how
that.
crazy are you to test that?
Exactly. So,
Like, why would you test that? Like,
and
seriously.
she did it twice, believe it or not.
What the
She
fuck?
actually did it twice. Only to test whether I would punch her back or hit her back or anything else. Like, fuck no. That's fucking stupid.
Did she like hit you and like?
Piss off!
It was a piss off. Yeah. Don't fucking do that. Like, and she did it
man.
twice just to test whether I
Fuck.
would.
Yeah. So you should try to.
Yeah,
fuck-
you'd enjoy. I think you would enjoy.
You
it.
would enjoy it.
I think you would enjoy it.
Maybe I don't know. I just.
I mean, fuck you. I mean, you hated sushi. Now you love it. So
Yeah, maybe I'll try to fuck a ginger. I guess.
Redhead.
Redhead ginger, tomato. Hey, listen. At least I'm not doing like South Park and proclaiming like "Kick a Ginger Day."
A
kick
what?
a ginger day.
Yeah, in one of the cartoon episodes, they had proclaimed like "Kick a Ginger Day."
Oh my god!
So people were going around like I was in high school. People were going around kicking gingers.
Because of a cartoon did it. People are fucking stupid.
Yeah, but have you seen that viral bullshit that's going around again? That like it's getting more ridiculous. These challenges, you know what?
Oh, the KEKE challenge?
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
They're like nuts. What the fuck is people doing? It's something that he would start. You know what I mean? He would like, oh, let's do a challenge. Let's jump off a building challenge.
Let's do a
see
jump
how
off the
fucking,
building.
see how high we can go and survive. And then, like, what the fuck? They're insane.
Oh man, have you seen the fails? Like the KEKE fails, like people getting hit by cars, running into trees.
I know. It's fucking stupid. At one point, I just said, you know something? I'm not watching this anymore. This is no. I'm gonna go read a book.
I'm gonna go read a
How
book.
did that even start?
One
challenge?
guy did it.
He just got out of the car and started
Did it.
dancing, and then that was it.
That was it.
People started doing it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
It really is because you like. Seriously, what's wrong with reading a book? There's nothing wrong with reading a book.
I didn't fucking say anything about reading a book. I read books all the time.
Man, nobody's like attacking you. Why are you getting so defensive about
Because
this?
he's looking at me like, whoa,
No,
whoa.
he's talking to us. He's speaking, so he's making eye contact.
He's speaking normally and looking at me like, oh, yeah, what kind of fucking book do you read,
How the
dog?
fuck do you do that?
How did you just like?
I think it's the perception, really, isn't it? You know what I mean? The receiver is receiving this signal incorrectly. But never mind. You're fine.
Yeah, like you got very defensive.
I get it.
there.
All of a sudden, he really does. He put that fucking wall up there
Yeah.
so quickly.
I get it. The perception is that apparently I can't read and I'm a horny fuck. I get it.
Didn't. What the?
Who said that?
Nobody.
Well, the perception is true about the horny fuck part. It is true.
And you don't read. I didn't say that.
Nobody said you don't read.
Oh, geez, yeah, I am a horny fuck. But I love to read, though.
What do you read? What do you normally read?
Shakespeare.
I know you've said this before.
No, I'll,
Shakespeare is a really wonderful, difficult read, but
I'll read some of the stories over again. I have the whole book in one big book. All his books.
Oh, you got all of his works in one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
It really is.
Shout out to Mr. Flynn for that because he tricked me into reading one day. I think we talked about this a long time ago. We don't have to.
Oh, what else do you read?
Mostly autobiographies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff that like
You don't read fantasy or fantasy horror because if you do, I've got one author that will blow your fucking mind.
I mean, I've read the odds.
James Herbert.
James
He's
Herbert?
fucking amazing. I mean, God rest his soul. He's dead now.
I've read the odd Stephen King book, but I mean,
Oh
nothing-
fuck no! Stephen King, go fuck yourself. He's garbage in comparison.
one of the greatest.
Oh,
books.
really, eh?
Oh, seriously?
Are you serious?
I am
Compared to
fucking-
this guy that you were
Yes.
just talking about? Okay, I have to read one of his
Absolutely.
books now.
Look,
What do you recommend?
If you want to, where I've spoken about him before. Fluke, the book Fluke,
Okay.
the dog
Yeah.
that still has its human memories. There's Fluke.
Oh, yeah.
Read the Rats, the trilogy, which is the Rats, the Lair, and Domain. I believe they
And it's
are.
called Fluke? Like the first book's called Fluke?
The book, there's Fluke, which is one of his books.
Okay.
Which isn't a horror thing. He
Okay.
went totally out of his genre at that point.
Yeah.
But horror and then the dark. Fuck me. Talk about literally spine-chilling things. That amazing. It's called The Dark.
Yeah.
Read that. And The Fog.
The Fog.
Fucking drives you nuts.
Okay.
Brilliant writer.
Okay.
Brilliant writer.
Okay. I'll check it out.
I've read Stephen King and I've read James Herbert, and there's no comparison between the two. James Herbert is far superior. Read him, brilliant. Fucking.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I mean, like I said, I've read the odd fucking Stephen King book, but and I mentioned that on Cal before in the air. Like I was tricked into reading a book. Like when I was a kid, like I wouldn't read anything besides WWE magazines and hockey.
Yeah.
But my first book, the one I read was like The Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
And the book was like a fucking baseball mitt and a bat. So I looked at my teacher and was like, "Is this a book about baseball?" And he goes, "Yep." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take this one." And I started
read it.
And I read it and I was like, "This has nothing to do with baseball."
No. Yeah.
And then, but it was like one of the best books I ever read, and I was just like, "Wow!" Like it was, but yeah, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't read. My favorite movie wouldn't be To Catch a Mockingbird and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently I can read.
Shawshank is still one of my favorites.
Shawshank Redemption is good.
It is.
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
Yeah, I like that.
Amazing movie.
It's funny because like I think we had this conversation on air or off air with one of you guys, all three of us. But I try to think of a favorite movie. I can't think of a movie that's my favorite, like all-time favorite that I can watch any day. Excuse me. Most of the movies, like, oh, I really like this movie. I really like this movie, but I don't have this one favorite movie that I can watch it over and over again.
If you were to turn around and say how this is true, I'm not sure. I don't know the studies behind it, but you look at the things, and if you then say this is the one, this is the number one thing that I can watch, etc., etc. Basically, that's calling you closed-minded because you're not open to anything else that could then replace that one. You know what I mean? You're just saying, this is it. This is the only thing. This is my ultimate.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with it. It's like you're closed-minded because you're not open to all these other various things. But if you were in science fiction, or if you were in, I don't know, whatever you want to fucking like the books that you read. You know, the autobiographies and everything else. If you could you really turn around and say that you only particularly like that one because it's that person? Or are you open to literally reading all those autobiographies, sports people or political people, or whichever way you do? I don't know.
I'll read anybody, really, if they interest me. I mean, but I don't know. It's weird. There's, again, like sports people. There's people that I have no interest in reading about. I don't like LeBron James. If he wrote a book, I'd probably be like, I'm not gonna read this
because you don't like him. Or
I don't like him, the basketball player. So I really don't want to know about how he got into basketball and like whatever.
I mean, it's just how it is, right? It's like certain things you like, and I mean, could be certain, even with movies, you might not like an actor, so you wouldn't probably go see a movie that they're in.
Yeah.
Even if it is a really good... Nicolas Cage. Fuck.
Nicolas Cage.
I swear to God, it's just like his agent probably just have, Nick, I got a movie for you, I'll do it.
Did you see the article? Did you see the article this week where the writer of the article actually said that Nicolas Cage is one of the best actors that's ever been around?
Yeah.
Because he just gives enough to that performance. That's it, and he doesn't go any further. So that makes him one of the best actors ever. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I read something similar. I mean, Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage in every movie.
He is. I don't think he ever changes.
No, nothing ever changes. Have you seen Face Off?
Yes.
No, I did actually.
Have you not seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Like John Travolta can do a really good Nicolas Cage impression.
Yeah.
But Nicolas Cage cannot do a good John Travolta impression.
It's so true.
Oh my God,
that
movie! I love that movie, man. It was.
I did.
It's like there are movies that that's so bad you love it. Like it's just a horrible movie.
Garbage,
but it's garbage, but you watch it anyways.
Yeah.
Because I was
Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Which is Oscar.
It's supposed to be a comedy that I fucking love it, but it's so bad, it's so funny. That's one of those.
I don't think I've seen it.
And dude, I only get the same two reactions when I show the people the movie. Either, wow, this was a fun movie, thanks for showing it to me, or Jesus Christ, you let me waste 2 hours of my life and I never get it back.
Oh, and speaking of bad movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty much all of his movies I love because of him.
Oh, my God. No.
Or Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Mark for Death is by far the best one.
He's gone to Russia now, but he's an ambassador of some fucking form in Russia. I don't know. What was she was in? I can't remember her fucking name. Blonde-haired chick.
What are the movies she's in?
She was in with Seagal. She was in one of his. She came out of a cake or something in the movie. And they may have been on a train or something. He was like
on a train. That sounds like Under Siege.
Maybe, but Under Siege is a boat.
But she had this.
What was the movie?
She was dressed in a sailor's uniform.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me.
That is Under Siege.
For like 5 minutes, I had a real crush on her, and I thought, oh, she's blonde. That's it. No good.
She's blonde. That's it. No good.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Blondes don't do it for me, I'm afraid.
I can see that.
They don't. Blondes don't do it. No.
All vaginas, good vagina.
She was very attractive.
I can't remember her now. It's been a long time since I've seen a lot of the.
Seagal that's why I said the only one that really sticks out of my head is because I loved it so much was Mark for Death.
One of my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies are what's it called? Hard Target. Is
it the one with his twin?
No, that's Double Dragon, I think.
No, Double Take.
Double Take, yeah. No, and not the one that he's twins. This one is
Steven Seagal.
No, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah.
He Hard Target. It's like the premise of the movie is a bad guy would have these parties of hunting parties on like actual real human beings.
Oh, I remember that one. I remember that. Yeah.
He would like strap like bunch of cash onto the person and then would tell him you just need to run from this point to this point without dying and then you can get to keep the money. Then you got all of these fucking hunters coming and try to kill him. Yeah. It's I mean that movie was great, man. Like Jean-Claude had a fucking mullet and every time he does a spinning kick, his like mullet just slow-mo just moves up.
The best one was like where the one with his twin brother. They double taked him. Yeah. So he's flubbing up both lines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just great.
What was the movie with Dennis Rodman?
Oh Jesus!
He did a movie with Dennis Rodman.
That's the guy,
the basketball player.
Yeah.
He did a fucking movie with Dennis Rodman. I can't remember what it was, but that movie I remember thinking, I'm like, oh my god, this movie is fucking horrible. Like halfway into the movie, like that movie actually, like there are certain Jean-Claude Van Damme movies like Hard Target. I'd watch it.
Yeah,
it's like one of those movies that's like every so often I'm like, hey, Hard Target, I'll put it on. But like that movie with Dennis Rodman, man, halfway through I'm like, I'll never watch this movie ever again.
I think Bloodsport's for me, Claude Van Damme is Bloodsport. That's the one.
Bloodsport was another good movie that I can watch.
Yeah,
only freaking like a martial arts tournament movie that I've seen where you bad guy like throws dust in your face, you go blind and you meditate for 5 minutes while the bad guy's not beating the shit out of you.
I mean, it's so fucking bad that people think that these are real. But
fuck. Oh man, like when I was young, like he was my favorite actor.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme all the time. Me and my friends, we'd watch the movie Bloodsport, and we'd all be chanting Kumite,
Kumite,
Kumite.
yeah.
Oh my!
Oh man, no,
God,
dude, that was
really?
that was like when I was young, like I was like 4 or 5. I'm like, remember watching that? I'm like, man, this is like,
That's why I'm at the point now where I stopped watching movies that I liked when I was a kid.
My favorite actor when I was a kid was Roger Moore. I loved him. I thought he was absolutely brilliant.
Roger Moore, yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, as I grew up and I found out his political leanings and everything else, I hated the fucker. But
Jesus Christ! You can't enjoy a movie.
No, I enjoyed him as an actor when he was acting. When he like, if you watch some of his Bond movies, tremendous.
How many Bond movies did he do?
Oh my God, I don't know. It was quite a few.
Because he's after Sean Connery, he has the most after him.
Yeah,
I think.
I believe so.
Yeah,
he was because he did some.
Timothy Dalton did what, like 2? I can't even remember.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah,
2, maybe 3. But then you've got like the new Bond guy. I like him.
Oh, I do too.
He's.
Have you seen any of the new ones?
I've never seen a Bond movie.
Really?
You fucking kidding me?
No,
Oh my God,
You've
man,
never
you
watched
have to.
James Bond?
never caught my attention.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Never. Yeah.
Gentleman Spy, beautiful women,
Oh my
taking down a fucking terrorist
God.
organization, hell bent on world domination. What's not to like?
Oh, dude. Do you have some serious watching time to fucking get into?
No.
I mean, you look at Sean Connery, obviously. Everybody knows Sean Connery.
Yeah.
James Bond, that's James Bond. To me, yeah, I understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? But then it's like the new Bond. He's more of...
He's good. I haven't seen. There are 4 of his movies, right now. I think there's about 4. There's
2.
Casino Royale. That was the first one.
Casino Royale.
Quantum Solace.
Yeah.
Octopussy.
That's very old.
That's an old one.
That's the only one that comes to my head.
Because it got
course,
pussy
he's a
in the title.
Oh my fuck! You should watch. Seriously, dude, you need to watch James Bond. They're amazing. movies.
Like you can
Amazing
like I would actually just like, if you want to get into it, I would actually try with what's his name, the new guy, Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah,
I would start with
Yeah.
those because it's his Bond is a lot more physical than any of the other James Bonds.
he would prefer him more than
Yeah.
any of the others. I think.
Yeah, he's more like.
Like Pierce Brosnan would no. He would not like that James Bond. No.
And I like the fact that it was the new Bond movies.
Yeah.
With Daniel Craig, it's more almost like a reboot of 007.
Yes, it is.
Because in the first one he
Yes.
he wasn't a 00.
No.
It's
No.
the second one that he becomes a 00.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should.
It's almost like an origin
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. Watch the films.
Like the first fucking scene of the movie, you'll get hooked, man.
Oh yeah.
Like it's literally a foot chase
yeah.
onto a crane. Literally, that's
And you can you see when she dies when she drowns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's like really out of this fucking world.
Yeah.
And is like so hurt. And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna kill that bastard. And you can feel it. It's fucking amazing.
I know.
You should watch it.
And at this point, like he don't even fucking like martinis.
No.
No.
I didn't even know that James Bond drank martinis.
Yeah, shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
Oh
Yeah, it doesn't.
no, it's
I only know Octopussy
No. It's because he's got pussy.
and Oddjob because he was in the game. The
Golden Eye.
Yeah.
Odd Job.
Yeah, fuck. Me.
Yeah, the game GoldenEye that we used to play with N64.
That game was really fucking good. I mean, it was just a first-person shooter, but it was funny because once you get the golden gun, that's like one-shot kill with that gun, and it's like fucking so hard to get it. I remember playing it when I was younger.
I don't. I've never played it, so I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's a game that stand the test of time so far.
No, I think it was way before his time because it was like the tube TV and it was split up into 4 and stuff like that. But it depended on like how big your TV was. And some people like you go over to a buddy's house and he's got like a TV the size of this screen. And it's like split in 4.
And you're playing 4-player. It's the TV screen is split in 4.
Yeah.
My buddy.
It would work well now. The game.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, with updated graphics and everything.
Not even just
That'd
updated
be
graphics,
cool.
just hook up the N64 to like a big
I mean,
screen.
yeah, it would still be pretty good. I mean, man, that was one of the best games they came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah, by far.
In that part of the generation.
I think it was ahead of its time, but yeah.
But dude, though, seriously, go watch a James Bond movie.
Oh yeah.
Go watch Casino Royale. That's a movie you want to start watching.
You would
enjoy it.
Definitely.
Because it's a different Bond.
It is.
Than any of the other ones. The other ones always, always.
For once, I was actually disappointed when he said he was retiring as Bond. I was disappointed because I honestly think that he really is quintessential when it comes down to being Bond. I think that he plays
Apparently,
so
I
well.
read an article not too long ago saying that he might come back for another one. Maybe they offered him a little bit more money.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
it makes a fucking fortune at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Italian people who have no interest in fucking culture, then don't watch Bond. But then, really, James Bond.
Are you going on your soundboard there, Dom?
Fuck up.
No, man, James Bond,
Yeah.
definitely. Daniel Craig one is pretty good. I mean, I first got into watching James Bond when Pierce Brosnan was James Bond.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
that's the time.
And yeah, so I ended up watching all the ones that he did. Well, I mean, no, I started watching it in like the mid '90s, so he's already done like 2 James Bond movies at that point.
Yeah.
And then my dad's like, "You got to watch the other ones." I'm like, "There's more." And then my dad's like, he went to like Zellers and bought a box set of like Sean Connery ones.
Fuck.
And then I watched like Sean Connery ones. I'm like, he's like, "There's more." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Yep, you gotta watch him." He's like, that's true though, because every actor brings something different to the role, right?
Well, it was. I mean, this is the thing that with Roger Moore. I watched Roger Moore play on TV. I watched him play the Saint on TV.
Yeah,
and similar kind of role.
yeah.
But there again, he was. You saw him and. You saw the. I don't know if you've ever seen the. I don't know if you've ever seen the TV show, but because Val Kilmer played the Saint.
Oh no, I
at
don't.
one point,
No, I don't think
on a movie.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, it was.
What's up, Dom? You look like you're getting tired.
No, not at all. I'm just reading something.
You are so in denial. You need therapy.
Sorry, that was wrong. I didn't mean to do that.
Stop playing on your phone.
He's falling asleep.
You're reading something. We are shooting a podcast.
Well, I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Well, change the subject. Segue.
Well, no, why? It might be interesting to people that want to listen about James Bond.
No. We talked enough about James Bond.
Yeah,
Just,
we've talked.
like,
let's
enough.
let's talk about something else.
Yeah,
what should we talk
Let's
about?
talk about something else. What do you want
Let's
to
talk
talk
about. What do you want to talk about?
Tits?
Tits, pussy, ass.
Yeah. All three?
Didn't you say to Amanda last night? Weren't you describing your perfect ass to Amanda last night? Is that
Amanda.
yes? Who was working behind the bar? Amanda.
Amanda.
Portuguese ass.
Puerto Rican ass.
Or whatever.
She doesn't have a Puerto Rican ass. She has a nice ass, but that's not a Puerto Rican ass.
That's pretty close. Pretty close for a munchie cake to have one.
Silence.
Shut up. But she wasn't working last night.
What? She worked for a bit, and then I think she got off after a little while, right?
When I saw her, she wasn't
I
by
saw
the
her
bar.
hanging out.
working last night.
I saw her hanging out and drinking a beer.
Yeah, she was hanging out and drinking beer, but she wasn't working.
She was working
She
when we
was
got there
working.
first.
Oh.
She was working when we got there first
Oh,
for the first hour or two.
Yeah, see, when I saw her, she was already on the other side of the bar not working, so I was like, oh, whatever.
And then Steph was doing her thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, whatever.
And she was doing her thing as well.
Yeah, but apparently she comes from St. Catharines and does that.
Who?
That chick who does the karaoke.
Shalane?
Yeah.
She lives in St. Catharines?
I think I'm not
Yeah.
sure where she lives now.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Oh, man.
But she does enjoy doing it. I mean, as a karaoke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
She's
seems
good.
pretty fun. You put some
She's
music on, you get to sing too, and drunk people singing, having a good time.
And twerking.
Have you seen her YouTube video when she's singing? It's really good.
Oh, she got a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Or does she have like a channel or?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I'm not sure, but
We'll check it out.
somebody did. She recorded a video, and I can't. Fuck me, sorry, Shalane, but I should remember the song.
She's a lesbian. She won't be able to fuck you.
Like the
Where did we get?
yeah.
You're like,
Where?
fuck me, Shalane. I'm sorry. You know.
Okay. No, I know.
Like,
I know.
She can't. She's a lesbian.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a rule saying that they can't fuck men.
No.
It's just they're not attracted to men.
Oh, gee, you got a terrible.
There we go.
It's not really a rule saying if you're gay, like you can't fuck what you're not attracted to. I
I can't take any more. I can't do this. I cannot do this any fucking more. I can't do it anymore.
I was talking about Bobby has actually is been there with girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby has.
Bobby's fucked broads?
Bobby.
Our roommate Sean's done it too.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah. Didn't like it at all in any way, shape, or form.
He said once. I hope he don't mind me saying that. Actually, I just kind of blurted it out. Sorry, Sean. I didn't mean to do it.
Well, maybe I figured at the beginning they had to dabble in it and see if they liked it at first. I mean,
Well,
I'm gonna dabble in some sex.
It's
I'm just gonna dabble in some sex with the opposite
it's
gender.
the same as we were having that discussion on the patio last night about the perspective from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Because as I said last night, like we're three guys and we're sat here, we're talking about these various different things and da 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 da. If we get the perspective of somebody else, on show, Sammy, I've fucking reply you, whatever. Fuck me, I've messaged you I don't know how many times. And then
she's also a lesbian.
Now you see the thing
who
is
dabs in it.
No. That's fine because, and I'm not going to repeat the private conversation I had with her, but she can talk about that. So I like go back 90%.
The
Take
fuck
that
you
one.
talking about?
Yeah, you can have that conversation.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if and when she comes on the show, we can talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she's very, very open. She's
Yeah.
very, very about who she is among herself and everything else. But it's having that perspective from different people. Like, we can't look at life through the perception. You can in the sense of racism. I get where you would look at and you would look at racism, but you look at it as differently from me, and certainly differently from him, and then look at the perspective of why are you screwing your face up?
The way you said that, like I'm a fucking distant alien from another planet.
But we all are.
Oh, okay.
No. You don't misinterpret what I'm saying. The thing is that we have our own particular perception. So you couldn't look at the world in the sense of a gay male. You couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You have no fucking clue looking at the world as a gay male. You can only do it as a Caucasian straight white guy.
Yeah.
That's it. Or one of. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So it's not you. I'm not
I
having
know,
a go
I know.
at you.
No, I know.
I'm saying that's the perception
Yeah.
is, and having those very different points and saying, okay, let's even like going back to Kevin. Kevin's a fan. If you brought him onto the show and then you spoke to him about the various different things.
Yeah.
And then say, okay, what's your view on this? And then go in that direction.
Yeah.
It's like, it's quite wonderful, really.
Well, we might have revolving hosts, I guess, eventually.
I mean, guests.
Revolving guests, Scots.
Revolving host. Where you going? Planning on taking a vacation somewhere?
Yeah.
Right off a deep end.
Is it 13 foot or 16 feet? Whatever. Let's jump off this building. Dom.
Why jump off a building? I don't even.
Because that's the sort of challenge that you would do.
Let's
You'd
jump off a
It
building
really
challenge.
is. I mean, you do that. What's that fucking idiot? What do they call that dumb fuck who does all those pranks and stupid fucking shit? What?
Steve-O?
I don't know. Is that
Yeah, or you're talking. He's talking about the head of Jackass. There.
Jackass? That's
Yeah.
the one. I don't know who that is, but that's the sort of shit that you'd go like, okay, let's.
I
see
love
how-
Jackass.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what's-
Now I see all the
Incorrect.
Jackasses.
I'm not incorrect. So there you
I fucking hate those.
I know. We've talked about this
go. I know,
before.
Fucking stupid.
I love them.
Fucking stupid.
Why? They're great movies and show.
No.
Oh, you're missing out, my friend.
That's human stupidity right there.
I mean, a bunch of guys just doing a bunch of stuff to each other, painful stuff. I might add some of them, just to get a laugh. I mean, I guess. I mean, I had a bunch of people like that, and like I'm pretty sure everybody had them in like high school.
Yes.
Do some stupid shit like that. You know, I had a guy that like just got up on in the cafeteria, got up on one of the chairs, and then jumped on top of one of the cafeteria tables and went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if people are eating, and he just like flew onto it, went right through the table, all the food everywhere, and he's like down there, like, and everybody's laughing, but this guy's in pain, probably like fucking crack couple of ribs too while he went down.
Well, we had this one guy, and he stood like akimbo over this other kid that's laid there reading a book, and he was reading this book, and then he just fucking literally legs up dropped on this fucking kid on his ass, and he thought it was funny. This kid is laid reading his book, and he fucking screamed, hospitalization, right? And he literally split his fucking dick.
Oh my god!
Because it was his dick was obviously resting against his zip.
Yeah,
Split the fucking thing wide. No, but that's disfigured him now for the rest of his
Yeah.
fucking life.
The doer or the doee?
The Dewey.
Oh, okay.
He was laid down on the floor.
reading a book, not knowing it was
just
coming.
not doing anything
Okay.
in the hall. In the
that's
hallway.
another thing. You know, if
Yeah,
you're gonna do any of those stupid,
Make
shit,
sure you get hurt, not the other
make,
person.
make sure you do it with like-minded people. Don't do it to other people that's just minding their own fucking business.
Yeah, just doing that and nothing. And he's now got a disfigured dick all the rest of his fucking life.
You want to say that again?
What? A disfigured dick? Because somebody thought it was funny to just
yeah,
Disfigure a
jump
dick.
on him.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. And stood up laughing like fuck. And this kid's like rolling around in absolute
in the
fucking
ground
agony
like
and,
fucking.
Yeah, well, that
no.
stuff is shitty. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but that's how stupid that fucking Jackass is. It's to me, it's fucking
Oh, no.
pointless bullshit. Pointless.
Well, yeah, it wasn't meant to win a fucking Oscar. It's meant to waste some time, have a good couple of chuckles. That's all it is.
But unfortunately, it succeeded.
It did.
Yeah.
Like the first movie
Yeah.
made a lot of money.
Yeah.
First, I remember.
It was like number one for like 5 weeks.
I remember being in high school when this first one came out, and so did that one. There was another movie that came out. I can't remember, but I remember the only thing people were in school was talking about is this movie.
yeah.
I'm like, I went and watched the trailer while I was watching a different movie. I'm like, what the
No.
fuck is this crap?
No, garbage. Absolute garbage. I never actually got past the trailer.
Oh, and okay, well, you know what? Maybe if I have to fucking sit down and watch 00, whatever the fuck that guy is,
James Bond.
yeah, then maybe you guys should sit down and watch an episode of Jackass with me.
No,
No.
it's
That's not fair.
no, it is completely fair. I will tell you why. You're watching a movie that has a script that's also, good action pieces, good dialogue, and then you're watching a bunch of white guys kicking each other in the balls.
There you go.
So,
That's the thing.
that's the
Yeah.
thing.
No.
That's the difference. I have no appeal to it. That's why. That's the thing. Like, the trailer didn't get me in. If the trailer doesn't catch me in, I wait to check it out if it come out for free. But something like Jackass,
No.
I know it's not. There's no storyline or anything, real storyline.
No, there's no storyline.
So it's just a bunch of guys pranking each other. I'm like, especially these days, you can see that shit on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I don't want to.
Yeah, but these guys are the grandfathers of it. It's great. We could go in circles about this for another
It's
fucking
true.
5 hours.
It's true.
What's the point?
And then we'd be the true jackasses.
Yeah. We would actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
fucking garbage. Fuck it.
I seem to believe that we probably would have completely different ideas of what's entertainment. So, for Married to Children, I loved Married to Children. That was a great
that
show.
was a good- that was a good show.
You've said that before, which is, I've taken a couple of episodes in that. I can see why you like it. I've watched a couple of episodes now, and it's okay. It's gigglesome.
Yeah.
It's not out and out ha 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 funny to me. It is gigglesome, and I like the sarcasm in it. I think that's
That's why I like this.
That's
That's why I
funny.
like the show about it. The sarcasm.
in a sense. But even that, you look at the oh god, well, I can't remember what her fucking name is, but the wife. I mean,
Peggy?
he's a bit of a bigot in his various different forms.
Yeah.
And he works in a shoe shop.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I think that probably is what it's supposed to be. Look how this guy is.
Yeah.
But look where he works.
Yeah, he works in a shoe shop, and then she one-upmans him every single fucking time. And the kids do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like he thinks he's this fucking big cock in the family, and there's the boy, there's the girl. What the fucking hell's her name?
Kelly.
Huh?
Kelly.
Yeah. No, but she's
In real life?
In real life.
Christina Applegate.
Yes, I was looking. I thought I know her. I fucking know this chick, and her fucking hair is like, boom,
Yeah.
like wow. And then they pull this shit on him all the time.
Yeah.
And I think if you watch, I'm watching it now, and I've seen, like I say, I've seen a couple of episodes of watching it. I'm like, okay, I don't think that the audience that watched it back then is quite getting what the writers are trying to fucking do.
Yeah.
Because you've got this bigoted fucking idiot, right? And then you've got these three members of the family really just putting them down.
It actually
really
like
fucking
when
quite
But
intelligent.
how is he bigoted, though? I don't understand how he's bigoted.
you see like how he like fucking talks to his wife.
Have you-
Or pretty much any woman in that show.
Any woman?
Oh, misogynistic, yeah. I wouldn't say bigoted.
Well, that's bigoted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's like an all-in-one word.
okay.
It's
All
kind
in.
of encompassing in
Yeah.
you being a bigot. But I mean,
My favorite, my favorite one is the one where when Bud loses his virginity, and she called. You never seen that one?
I never watched the show from like the beginning to the end. I've seen
Oh.
episodes on TV.
yeah.
There was one where like Bud finally loses his virginity.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls the fucking church, and she's like, "Father, has hell frozen over yet?" And she's like, "Yes, Bud has lost his virginity. I know this is a time of prayer. Yes, I'll be right over. Oh, by the way, are you the place with the big T on top of the building?"
The big T on top of the building.
But I mean that I looked at some of the criticisms of the show, and then I looked at some of the reports that were good about the show, and I was trying to cross-reference them, and I'm thinking like it was quite divisive in the way that people viewed it.
Well,
It was.
If you take in time when it came out, it was different for its time, because at the time, the Cosby Show, Valerie's Family,
It's all the good dad kind of shows.
yeah,
right?
Full House, and everybody's in love, and everything gets settled in 20 minutes. And,
dad always cares, and instead of being a sarcastic asshole.
yeah.
yeah, and then like people saw that and was like, "Hey, this is kind of really like my family." Like that was the idea. Like they're dysfunctional to the max. That's why people like
Well,
them.
if you look at family life, as is, it truly is dysfunctional anyway.
Yeah.
No matter which.
Yeah,
way
it's
you
more
look
towards the
at it.
Bundys. I mean, obviously
You
the
know.
Bundys are exaggerated.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
I'm not so fucking.
the guy doesn't fucking eat for weeks. He makes 5 cents and he lives in a house.
I'm not sure. I
She eats bonbons all day. The daughter's an idiot. The kid's a fucking failure.
I didn't take that from the show.
You gotta watch the show from beginning to end. But if you watch it, Al works a ridiculous amount of hours and has no money for nothing, for anything at all. But they live in this huge house. And Peg, I think she worked half an episode. And in the whole, 10, 12 seasons it was out. So
It was out that long?
Yeah, I have all the DVDs downstairs.
Yeah, it was a pretty long. It was running for about 10 years, right?
10
Maybe?
or 12 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not long episodes.
No, half hours.
Just half hour.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean, 20 minutes, 22 minutes.
Yeah, something like
22 minutes with commercials.
that.
Yeah.
They're not.
And then Kelly was an idiot. She was always stupid. And then Bud was the complete failure. Everything he did, everything he touched, turned to shit. Had the father's curse. Even when there was an episode where they went to England.
Were they actually in England?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They went there to stop the curse of the Bundys.
Okay.
But it was they went to some fake place called Lower Uncton or something like that.
Okay.
And it's a 2-parter, but yeah, they go to England. It's not one of my favorite episodes.
Too bad.
I love those old sitcoms when they actually go to real places instead of shooting right in front of the studio. Well, I remember watching sitcoms when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden they're actually in a real place.
Well, they did that with Friends when
They went to England.
They went to London.
Yeah.
they actually went there. And they
Yeah.
were this big fan following.
Yeah.
and they were filming.
Yeah, they did that with the Bundys too. But like I said, they didn't call it Manchester. They were they went to Lower and Upper Uncton.
There could probably well be a place called.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a place in England.
Yeah.
Think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, they do because there is places like that. That's called Lower and Upper and things.
Oh, okay. Maybe you know what?
It could be.
It could be.
You could do. You're on your phone often enough, so get on there and have
Get
a
on the
look.
Google machine and
Get on
find
the
out.
Google.
I'm pretty sure Lower Uncton and Upper Uncton is.
Hey, they
Uncton.
could very, very, very well be places like that.
Yeah.
Real places called that.
Then how about
In
this? I'll watch 007. We'll watch some of my favorite episodes of the Bundys.
I am doing. I have because you've mentioned it. So I mean, I
Yeah.
do. I think I'm repeating myself now.
No, because you.
because you're interested in.
Did you see the insults? The insult one? The gag reel with the insults is my favorite thing on the internet.
Oh yeah. You can just
I don't
Google.
think so.
You can just
Al
Al Bundy
Bundy's
insults,
greatest-
and then it comes in volumes.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah, they're like 10 to 15 minute freaking long YouTube videos, but they're
Yeah.
in volumes.
Okay.
Volume 1 to volume 28 or
Oh, fuck.
35.
Yeah, one against fat women, one's against Marcy, one against Peg, one against Jefferson.
But then again, that's why. I mean, why don't you understand that? That's bigotry. Why can't you understand that? That's bigotry.
I associate bigotry with racism. That's why.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I consider Al a chauvinistic pig.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I get where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
it's that all-encompassing thing.
Yeah.
because he's always like, "Women, fix me a sandwich," and she laughs at him.
Yeah,
She just, I ain't fixing you nothing, fuckface.
good.
I ain't fixing nothing.
And then remember, his favorite fucking TV show was Psycho Dad.
Was it?
Yeah, he had
I can't remember.
he would watch his show, some of the episodes. He would be like, "Psycho Dad hit his wife with a frying pan."
Oh my god.
And I know it's been an hour.
Yeah.
So it's advert time.
Advert time, smoke time, fucking
Advert time, smoke time, washroom time.
jerk off time, whenever you want. Pause to jerk yourself off, or
It's going to be like, are we all going to be doing it together? Or
No.
go to different rooms?
No, I'm having a cigarette.
thank you.
I'm having a cigarette. I'm not jerking off.
Okay.
This is cigarette time. I'm
That's
talking
afterwards.
about. I'm talking about the viewers. I mean, if
Why
we
are
want
you
to.
in Ajax?
Oh, I had to go sell some cards to Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, if you need to pause this and fucking
Advert. Put the advert on. And
Yeah, put
smoke.
the smoke, have a smoke, whatever. Put the advert on, whatever. Anyways,
On
bye.
the serious hour.
The serious hour. You never have a serious hour. Okay, see you guys in a bit. They got rid of Agoline.
Check. We
What?
good?
Yeah, we're good.
I hear you.
Okay.
And we're back.
And we're back. And silence.
Yeah, now you got fucking contracted cancer and shit. Yes. Okay. Well,
Contracted cancer. I'll be quitting soon.
smoking?
Yeah.
Good on you.
I have an appointment. Not this Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Wednesday. I went to an interview for a family doctor.
Oh, okay.
So she actually took me in. So
Oh, that's cool.
finally I have a family doctor. She's in Ajax. Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Does she have a nice ass or a nice tit?
she's cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for her to touch me.
Let's
Would
like
you,
verbalize the shaking of heads.
Would you let her give you a prostate exam?
I don't know. She was already talking about that. She's like, "You're getting close to 40 now." And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like-
true.
Yep. Up
Yeah,
the
you-
fucking rectum.
And I was like, "Oh, Jesus
You're
Christ!"
gonna have to do that.
Yep.
I know.
Is
But,
that when people should like normally they go get their exam done?
Start at 40, between
Around
40 and
40 years
45.
old?
Yeah, round about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she gave me the interview, and then she asked me. She gives you like a rundown of questions, like, "Are you what medicine you take?" So I'm none. She's like, "Are you on any like codependent like outside drugs?" And I'm like what? She's like, "Marijuana." I'm like, "No, I'm clean." And then she's like, "Do you smoke?" And I'm like, "Unfortunately, yeah." So she signed me up for this thing that's in the doctor's office, where like it's called like stop. It's called a stop program,
Okay.
and like it's a bunch of like therapists and shit like that just do everything they can to get you to quit. Like,
Which is a good thing.
no, of course, yeah. I mean, I quit for a while and then I started again. And I've been wanting to quit.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Megan about it too. It's like trying to quit, and
Even the money.
this week
The
that
money,
I'm,
the money is not a motivator.
this week that we're going camping, I'm like, I was thinking like stuff to like bring with me because like we're going to be camping. It's like about a half an hour drive to the town, so I'm like, you know what? If I don't bring any smokes with me for the week,
You won't smoke.
and now I just probably won't smoke. And
Yeah.
like, I'm probably going to be around. I think there's like one smoker, but like, man, it's if I can just like once I know for sure. Like when I quit the first time, it was like I didn't smoke for 2 days. Those are the 2 days the hardest. That was like I had more cravings.
Yep.
And then after that, nothing.
No.
And then I just
Yeah, I think it's time. I mean, I was doing the math and I was like, "Fuck, that's an extra $400 in my pocket."
oh absolutely.
I the first time I quit was it was for the financial benefit,
yeah.
and it just didn't work. I wasn't committed to it. Yeah, I mean, you guys have been around me long enough now to know how I am when it comes down to smoking.
Yeah.
It obviously it disgusts me, but the thing is, that wasn't. Like, I think it's about 10 years now. I haven't smoked for about 10 years. I think. I can't rightly remember. But that wasn't the motivating factor. The motivating factor was not just the money. And with you, it may work because you're you're all into fucking my wallet bullshit and all that sort of stuff. But that may be the thing that does that. But
when I did the math, I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, an extra $400 in my pocket, like that's like a considerable amount of money. Like,
Well, yeah.
it is.
Well,
if you
yeah.
work it out over the year.
I smoke about 3 to 4 packs a week. If I'm smoking 4, that's $45.
Well, I'm looking at 7 packs a week,
Yeah,
right? And so like
yeah, I know. What I've noticed is if I'm around you, I smoke way too much. You smoke a lot. Or like if I'm around you, like I go through a pack for like a day and a half. But like if you and I hang out, like we smoke a lot.
Yeah, I think this is part of the whole like aspect of like talking and hanging out and
Yeah, I know. It was that.
But when you do stop, when that obviously that doesn't change. You still do the converse and have the conversations and everything else. But then you're not reliant on having that smoke in your hand to
yeah, that's again. It's also the habit, right?
Oh yeah,
having something in your hand like
yeah.
that. Like the fidgeting with.
Yeah, I think the fidget spinner will help me out.
Like
a
what
lot.
I'm like what I've always noticed too. Like when I'm smoking, like I'm always ashing, just flicking the butt.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, there's nothing to ash on the cigarette either. But
No.
it's like I'm always flicking it. It's just kind of having something in my hand to just play with, right? So I'm like, play with this instead.
But it's like in the break in the show there. I mean, immediately he's like, okay, we'll go get a smoke, and then you have that smoke. And it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
It's doing absolutely nothing for you.
Yeah, I know. It's really the habit of being
bored.
That's another thing that I saw that like if I'm bored, I smoke.
Yeah,
because it's just something to do.
Yeah,
right. So it's just breaking that habit.
Because
cravings are a lot easier to get over. It's the habit that's hard to break.
These government tips really suck.
What?
The government tips, like on the little pamphlet that they give you inside the pack, they really suck.
Oh, like the
what
they say?
They have like tips on how to stop smoking. And it's like stay away from things that you would do normally that help you smoke. Well, fuck me, I fucking smoke a pack a day. I do everything with it. What am I supposed to do? Stay in bed all day? Like I can't stop my whole life.
I think they tried to help as well when they were putting the. I don't know. I can't see your packet, so I mean I don't know if they've got the images still on them.
Yeah, they got the images
where they were putting the images on the where you saw lung cancer,
with
you
like
saw
cancer
somebody
patients and stuff like
dying
that. Yeah,
and all that, and that. Look, it's addiction. Those pictures, I understand what they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do. But those pictures mean fucking nothing to an addict.
No.
An addict, they just don't.
No.
It matters
They have not stopped me. The only one that really gets to me is the teeth one. The teeth one. Like to the point where like I'll like if they hand me a pack with the teeth, the rotting teeth, I'll hand it back and be like, give me another pack. I will hand it back and like I don't want to look at that. Just give me another one. I don't care. Give me the infected lung. Give me the fucking heart that's blowing up. Give me the 2 people dying. I don't give a fuck. Just don't give me the one with the teeth.
Yeah, that bugs you?
Oh, there's something about me losing my teeth that fucking just irks me. But like that one just and that's why like I felt like it's time. I gotta quit again. I get
why. I mean,
hopefully this time
we'll see the difference in tax revenue when the marijuana is legalized and you can go to the shops to buy whatever you fucking want, really. And we'll see that the tax revenue will go through the roof. But like the tax revenue on smokes. I get that the government wants you to stop smoking, and I understand that the benefits versus anything else when it comes down to people going to smoking-related diseases and illnesses, going to the hospitals and things such as that. I get that. That makes fucking sense. But to the ordinary smoker, the person on the street, the ordinary smoker means nothing.
No.
Not a fucking jot. Nothing.
No.
So if you're wanting to stop smoking and you're going through these programs and then stopping smoking, all fucking well and good to you.
Yeah.
That's
like I said, not this Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be.
And there's never a bad time to stop.
No.
Right.
No. But
it took me. I would say that it was easily 3 months to stop completely. That's how long it took.
Well, I'm just hoping that like I said, she said they give you whatever you need. So if you want
and stuff like that, like addiction, right? It's always a day at a time.
Everything.
Don't smoke today.
No.
That's all. Not going to smoke for the rest
What
of my life.
scared me more than anything else when I was contemplating stopping smoking was, like, obviously having a drink. You go to the bar, and you go out for a smoke, or whatever. Because, like, when I was younger, you could smoke in the pub. You could smoke while you're drinking, and the whole place was literally fucking
Filled with
yellow.
smoke,
Yellow because of the smoke that was in there. But then when they said, okay, we're going to ban it inside the building, then you can go outside and smoke, and then obviously that's what you did. That is the one thing that scared me, is having, I can't have if I stop smoking, I'll have to stop drinking, and blah blah blah. See, your brain goes through all these different connotations of what you are going to do, and etc etc etc, to try and stop you from stopping smoking. But when I went through and I actually finished and I stopped smoking that day, and I still remember it, and the final day, I didn't even think about smoking until lunchtime, because I was using a vape, but it was a zero nicotine vape, and I literally was doing it purely for the habit. That's it. Just, and I forgot. At break time, everything. I just completely and utterly forgot until it came down to lunchtime. I thought, fuck, I haven't got my vape with me. And then I just thought to me, fuck it, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to drive home for it.
Yeah. No.
And then that was it. I've never smoked ever since.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well,
Ever.
hopefully, I will be smoke free sooner than later.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. For anybody. I advocate for anybody. If you're a smoker, go get some.
Well, like I said, she says that they give you whatever you need. So whatever I need to help me stop smoking is available to me. So we'll see what happens on next Tuesday.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think, like I said, it really.
Document your journey until being a non-smoker.
I could do that if you want. I'll document it.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think if you help people in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll document it. Put it up on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll put my selfie stick to work.
There you go. Here's a picture of me not smoking.
No, I'll do the
Day
whole.
one.
Not even just a picture. I'll do the whole, like, waking up in the morning, my first day of non-smoking.
Yeah.
I'll
Just leave the jerking off thing. We don't need to.
No, I'm not gonna be jerking. Jesus Christ, man, come on.
Hey, dude, you're the jerk, not me. Jerker.
The jerker.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'll do that. And then I'll do a video and halfway through, and see how my day's
Cool.
going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have my support completely.
Mark my irritations and stuff like that.
Yeah, once I write them down too, like jot them down on your phone. Like, when you want, like when you're doing something or whatever, what makes you want to go have a smoke.
Oh, dude, it's everything. Like, dude, I drive my car, I have a cigarette. I play video games, I have a cigarette. I
Yeah,
go
that's
out.
true. You'll be writing more than doing anything else then.
I go out, yeah, like literally.
More than
I've
anything
taken
else.
Dude, I've taken a shit having a cigarette, for God's sakes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I've taken a shit having a smoke.
God damn.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What?
That's an addiction.
That's real addiction.
That's a real addiction.
So you've got
Crazy.
the smell of your own shit with the smell of smoke, and you're okay with that?
Well, it never bothered me before, but okay.
Now it might bother you, and you might stop doing
Yeah,
it.
that's one.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
Hey, we're helping you, bro. We're helping you.
This talk it through. Talk it through, dude.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, we're planning on-
Unfucking believable. Get out. Fuck off. Pathetic. Embarrassing.
Why have you got that fucker on your phone?
I love him.
Really?
Yeah. This is my favorite one. Wait, hold on. I know it has nothing to do with anything, but this is my favorite one.
What a fucking muppet.
You're a fucking
Fucking
muppet.
muppet.
Yeah.
I love Hell's Kitchen. If there's anything I need to do before I die, I need to go eat at Hell's Kitchen.
you might not eat.
No.
I know.
You just want to go there.
Yeah, I want to go, and I don't want to go there near the finals. I want to go when they put the teams in at the beginning.
Yeah.
We're like,
I want to go like if I go there, I want to go near the finals so I can actually eat some food.
Isn't that in the US?
well, he's got two of them. He's got one. There's Hell's Kitchen England and there's Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he had one in England.
Yeah, there's a show in England too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like, I'll go to either or. I don't care. But like, I want to go at the beginning when like the two teams first start, so they got the idiots on the team that don't know how to cook, just so I can hear him call somebody out.
Just yelling
Yeah,
at people.
I don't care. I'll go to McDonald's right after paying the $250 to eat there. I have just so I can hear him call somebody a fucking muppet.
It's a very, very common term.
It's fucking raw, you muppet. And I'll be like, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Bring on the dessert.
I was talking to a couple of guys at work, and they were asking, like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So it's just the English way of
English slang is a little bit different. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like twat. I mean, now it's become common.
Yeah.
In the Canadian vernacular now.
Yeah.
So there, and it's like, okay, so you bring in these English terms more and more and more into Canadianism, rather than American as well, because you see that there's this influx of terminology from England, and not so much now as much Americanisms in the Canadian language, and it's listening and hearing a Canadian say for the first time saying an English term. What the fuck? It's so fucking funny.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just Gordon Ramsay, man. That guy makes me. I'll watch that.
I like the one where he went and took 2 slices of bread, put it between the guys.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot sandwich.
He's like, who are you? You're an idiot sandwich.
Oh, just amazing. I don't know who found him, but whoever it was, thank you very much.
Oh, there was this cooking show. I think it started on BBC Two. Fuck, what did they call that show?
Cooking with Chef Ramsay?
No, way before that. Basically, what the contestants did, they were given basically they were given like £5, which is $10.
Yeah,
and they could go out and they could buy their groceries, whatever it was, for $10.
Yeah.
So they had to come onto the show, and they brought, and there was Ramsey, there was all these famous chefs from the UK on this show, and they were competing between each other, and they had to make a fucking meal out of $10 worth of ingredients. That's it. So somebody would bring on, let's just say whatever, they'd bring on a bag of rice, an onion, an apple, and some others, whatever, butter, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they had to, the chefs looked at it and they went like, oh fuck, they have to make a meal out of this fucking shit. Meal.
Yeah.
Right? So then but he was on there. That's where he started. That's when he became this national celebrity. And he wasn't like this. He wasn't like the guy that you see on Hell's Kitchen.
Oh.
He was in his own restaurant. He was like that, and that's emerged afterwards. But he was on. There was all these famous.
And it's so weird too, because like you watch him on Hell's Kitchen, like just yelling at people, right?
Yeah.
And then you watch him on MasterChef Junior, and it's like all the little kids when they're like,
it's so
and
sweet.
it's like, and he just come up to them, and it's like, oh, it's okay, sweetheart, like let me help you with that. It's like nothing to cry about. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I noticed that because he has other shows too. Like I've seen from the BBC, where like there's like one where he's teaching his daughters how to cook, and
I haven't seen that one.
And it's like just like him and his family life, and
yeah.
There are a couple of videos that I've seen him. Like there's one where in the U.S. where he went where it was just in area that was infested with wild boar. That's like destroying the forests and roads and everything. So it's like people are allowed to hunt boar there just so they can reduce the population of boar. And he went out with it was near a military base, and he went out with one of the, like a major from there, and they were hunting a boar. they literally showed them hunting the boar. They butchered it, and
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, it's like they don't obviously show them like actually, you hear the gunshot. They don't actually show it.
Sure, it does.
Because there was this boar that got trapped in a trap.
Yeah.
And then they go, and then the major takes a pistol and then like shoots the boar.
Yeah.
And then they hang it on its feet on a tree, and then they would like skin it, and then they would like, he was showing Ramsey how to afterwards how to cut the stomach so you can take the intestines out, and how to do it properly so you wouldn't puncture the bladder. If you puncture the bladder, the meat's going to spoil.
Yeah.
And it's like all that stuff. They take it and then they cut up all the pieces properly right there, put it in a cooler, and then they take it back into the camp. And then Gordon Ramsay just cooked all the soldiers' food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind people. I don't mind the fact that people who, if you're a carnivore, excuse me, thank you. If you're going to kill an animal, then make sure that that animal is going to be food. And
yeah, I don't like big game hunting.
This trophy hunting bullshit.
No.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yourself.
No. If you're gonna hunt, if you're gonna kill an animal, you better eat the fucking animal.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. No,
yeah,
I'm good.
like you better put good use to that entire animal.
Remember the one where he goes to see how cocaine is made?
Yeah, in Colombia.
And he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he goes into the middle of freaking jungle where they bring in all the cocoa leaves and everything. They put it in this huge fucking thing. They pour fucking gasoline on it and a whole bunch of shit.
And cement.
And cement powder. They're like, it's like that's how they get. And it's like this is what they do to extract the it's not the powder, but like the liquid before you turn it into the powder. It's like
what the fuck?
Yeah,
really?
it's
like they take him into the deep, and he's just like he is like because it was like I think it's another show where like the weirdest things to cook or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like the most like weirdest things or things that you wouldn't know, and it's like how to cook cocaine. So they take him and they're like. And they put like the cocoa leaves on the ground, and the guy's just stepping on shit, and he's just like, "Yeah, this is what we're putting in our bodies if you're into cocaine."
Yeah, it's like he's like stepping on. It's like stepping on it, mixing it like they're mixing it, and like he's just watching it, and he was cement, gasoline. I think it was gasoline.
Yeah, it was gasoline, cement,
and some other shit that like.
I think cyanide was another one.
No, it wasn't cyanide. It was something else, but it was not something that's good. I mean, I'm pretty sure one of the things were I'm pretty sure. Take your phone off the thing, man. I can hear it.
I can hear it as well.
I was gonna look for the video. Okay, never mind.
I mean,
video for what?
We put that link on a different episode.
Oh yeah, we did. We already showed it. Never mind.
We did that one before Will came on.
Yeah,
but
right.
like, it was yeah, man. It's like the shit they put on it to make the freaking to extract what's going to be the pure cocaine.
Although I have one more question though before we. Because then I'll take my phone off the thing. What the hell does this mean?
They're molding you, pillock.
Pillock?
Yeah, you pillock.
You fucking pillock.
Is that like prick?
It's more of an idiot.
Oh, okay.
You're a fucking idiot. You know, whereas you'd use that, but then you.
Yeah, I've heard him say
a pillock here.
I've heard him say it 100 times, and I'm just like, I don't understand what
it's
this.
Basically an idiot.
Oh, okay.
If you're a pillock,
now that makes sense.
You're a fucking moron. You're an idiot. You're a fucking pillock.
I can watch him, and like I said,
PILLOCK.
If there's something that needs to be on my bucket list, I have to go eat at Hell's Kitchen. I don't care.
If you can get onto the show, or if somebody can direct tickets to you that are out there, then
yes. If anybody's got tickets to Hell's Kitchen,
I still haven't got a reply from Jennifer Lawrence. Anyway, she
nothing from
no. She hasn't mailed me or anything saying, "Yeah, sure, we can date."
Sure, we can date.
I haven't had anything yet.
I think you're out of her age range.
You know something? I think that she's the sort of person that really doesn't give a fuck about that. That's the way. I've watched her as an actress for quite a while, and I think she's a fucking awesome actress. Absolutely. And I'm not talking about just because she's got tits and a vagina. I'm not talking about that, Dom. So take the grin off your fucking face. The thing is, I think she's a fucking great actress. And then looking at her and then saying, okay, and listening to the interviews she's done, I honestly do believe that she's truly one of those low maintenance people in this world that doesn't give a fuck about that. They don't. I mean, I could be completely and utterly wrong, which is fine. But I honestly think that's what she's like from reading between the lines of the interviews she's done and the writings that she's done. I think she's really fucking a bit of a cool person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute.
Okay, here's one like a simple way of
I'm just not attracted
making
to that.
What?
No, I mean, I get where he's attracted to the fact that, yeah, she's cute. I'm not attracts me. It's the mind.
It's the intelligence. He already said that.
It's the mind.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting my 2 cents out there.
She's cute.
She's cute. She's alright.
Okay, here's just because we were talking about just like a simple way of making cocaine. This is how they do it. Okay, soak the cocoa leaves in gasoline.
Oh my!
Mix that cocoa soaked gasoline with acid. Filter the mixture through a cloth. Dry the mixture. Mix the powder with solvent such as acetone. Press and heat the remainder, and then you get.
But doesn't that then come to the question? Who the fuck did this first?
I know.
Who the fuck did it first?
Well, I know in that part of the world, people chew cocoa leaves to get a little boost of energy. Because of what the chemicals that's in actually in the cocoa leaves, and it got nothing to do with those. Like you're never gonna go on like cocaine withdrawals or anything for chewing that. But that's what they first used it for, like just chewing the leaves.
And I can completely understand that. But what Will's saying is like
I know I get what he's saying.
Who would go through that fucking process?
I have no idea.
Person and say, okay, now we can sell this for fucking.
Unless
X
there's some fucking big
million.
accident happen, all of a sudden there's a lot of white powder on the ground. You're like, oh, I remember having gasoline, bunch of cocoa leaves, some acetone,
cement.
The worst thing that I was reading just recently is in all the samples that the police, it could be conspiracy. I understand that, to try and get people off cocaine or stop taking cocaine. But on every sample that because they obviously through their raids and things such as that, every single sample has fentanyl within it.
Fentanyl?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
The newer stuff now, yeah.
Everything's cut with.
Thank God I don't have to do cocaine. So
yeah.
Well, no, I mean I've lost people to it. I mean the people have died that I know, very very close friends that have died because they've overdosed on it.
Yeah. Because
of the fentanyl. They've died.
No, man, like just
awful.
like you're right though. Like who the fuck first came up with this fucking idea?
That's what I want to know.
What do you just randomly just walk into a cloth factory with a bunch of cocoa leaves and gasoline and acetone
Let's do
and
this.
acid, and then all of a sudden it just all goes on flame, and then you got a bunch of white powder. I'm thinking, I think I got something here.
Like you're actually like a restaurant or something, and you're just like, what can I make with this? Some salad.
But it's obviously it's an evolution through whatever, but fuck me. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you look at Escobar and people who are that high up in the chain, and they're literally like when they raid their houses and they're pulling the walls apart and they've got all this fucking money because they can't get rid of it legitimately.
Yeah.
They've got to like hoard all this money, and there's fucking millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, literally. Your house is built of dollars, dollar bills. It's like that's just fucking nuts, dude. That like wow, insane. But then you look at Colorado, and you look at the in the States, which I honestly do believe will happen here, because everybody in Canada smokes weed, and it's now, okay, not you.
Everybody except for Dom smokes weed.
And it's a matter that, okay, they're making it legal. nobody gave a fuck really at the end of the day. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
It's just every fucking where.
I know. Only.
Everywhere.
I know. Only thing people. Only thing when they said that. Only thing I heard people say was like, "Well, it's about fucking time."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I was listening on the radio, and Trudeau came on. And he says because it's October 27th, is it something?
October
like that?
10th.
Oh, October 10th. Okay, so there, and then Trudeau was on on the fucking radio. But remember, it's still illegal until then. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking out of your mind, dude?
No cop in their right mind is
They're
gonna...
not touching it.
No.
They're not even. They don't give a
No,
fuck.
and you know what? Like you friggin', I'm pretty sure after he fucking finished that thing, getting his, VIP tinted SUV, he probably smoked a bowl.
Yeah. Of course.
Well, he must have after some of the shit he said over the fucking year and a
But
bit.
then you look at it, and then like, why would the cops even touch it?
No, but because
Why? Because they're already now talking
Even-
about pardoning all the people that they've put away, or
Yeah.
they've got a conviction because of fucking
think like,
weed use.
even if the guy's
Really?
got, we'll just say on a scale like half a pound on him, like he's a hardcore drug dealer. We'll say he's got half a pound on him when he gets caught by the police, right? You mean to tell me they're gonna go through all that paperwork, arresting, investigation, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, just
And-
pardon him.
Not even that, because by the time he gets to court, right,
Yeah,
it'll be in January the way the system works,
Yeah.
and it'll be legal.
yeah.
No cop in there. They don't
They're
give
not
a
even gonna
No,
bother.
that's a waste
No,
of tax
no.
money anyways, doing
Yeah.
that shit now. We got
Fuck it.
2 months left?
Well, I get it because it's
Fuck.
stupid. They keep raiding their fucking one in Whippy.
Well, they're not doing it anymore.
No, they are. It's open.
Yeah?
The signs are not there now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Apparently they got some good weed there too. They sell good weed.
Apparently, yeah.
What they're doing? They're selling it for recreational use or medical use?
Right now it's medical use, and then
Of course.
and then I guess once October 10th comes and it's privatized in Ontario.
I don't know. Is that fucking idiot doing that?
Yeah,
now?
he's privatizing.
Oh
it
yeah, it's
as-
privatized. Yeah, it's not.
It'll be
LCBO.
sold like cigarettes.
Fucking prick. No, he just is. He's just.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you look at the.
It just goes
policies.
without saying, I guess.
Yeah, it's like let's just fucking wait and get rid of the bastard because he's fucked. Book of beer. There it. That's it.
How about
My campaign promise for a book of beer. I'm doing. When it comes down to healthcare, I kind of lied.
how about increasing the minimum wage by $1 an hour?
Let's do. Yeah.
You know,
Why not? Let's do this.
but buck of beer is okay.
Book of beers.
And it's funny. And then you get rid of all these freaking people that with low income, all these fucking, they get off the government, you take it away, and then you make alcohol buck. What the fuck? Most of those people, I'm sorry to say, people in those situations, most of them drink. And now they have less money, and they're probably going to drink more because you can get a 2-4 for 24.
Yeah. Plus tax.
Plus tax.
Plus tax.
$26, $27, whatever.
You've
Either-
also got to add.
I'll just
every
let the
time.
record show that I did not cast my ballot on buck of beer because I do not drink beer.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just
I
saying.
don't know why. I have no idea. I've still no idea. You're a working guy and you vote Conservative, so you vote for people that's going to oppress you. Then it's okay. That's fucking fine.
I know, this is a
That
fucking
ma-
horse
it's
that we've been
fucking-
beating to
I know.
death.
It's fucking stupid. No
Like,
idea.
I understand, like, a lot of immigrants are conservative. Like, Sri Lankans
Yeah.
are conservative. They, like, it's just how it is. It's like, that's why a lot, like, he won, like, Scarborough.
Oh,
Right, because of all the immigrants that live there. That's why. But the thing is, they're conservative. A lot of them are, unfortunately, not very well educated about the Canadian politics.
Yeah.
They just vote for the fact it's conservative.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the party's name is conservative. It's
Yeah.
all good. A lot of people vote for
I
just
have
for that.
no idea. I would love someone to explain to me why the PC is called the PC. I have no fucking clue whatsoever. Why are they called progressive conservative?
I can tell you that.
How? No, you can't. How?
Yes,
how,
I can.
How can they be progressive? They're not progressive at all.
I
They're
can tell-
regressive.
I can tell you why they're called the progressive conservatives. Because in the early 90s or the mid 90s, there was a group called the Progressive There was a party of progressive something.
Okay.
It was headed by Preston Manning,
Okay.
and there was the conservatives and the NDP and the liberals.
Yeah.
And then the progressive, whatever they were called, I think they were just called progressive now that I think about it, merged with the conservatives.
Okay,
so they merged the two names, and that's why they're called progressive conservatives.
I mean,
So
right now the way it's going, there's nothing progressive about it. Like you
Nothing.
said, like
Nothing.
you're going back to an old fucking sex ed curriculum. That is not progressive.
Now that's the thing. That the 6 families that's now gone to the Human Rights Tribunal
Okay.
and taken them to the Human Rights Tribunals, basically to say, look, we've got to adopt the new thing, but the new one rather than go back to the old one. But even that, he's dilly-dallied on that, and by saying, okay, yeah, well, even though we were adopting the 1998 one, we're still going to teach consent. We're still going to teach this. So it's not gone as far fucking back as the fucking idiots that voted for him actually thought. He has.
Nor shouldn't he have.
I agree.
He shouldn't have gone that far back.
He shouldn't even fucking touch that subject.
Well,
he should have fucking stayed. Fuck off! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I really don't get why you think like people like what's wrong with like the sex ed curriculum right now.
I think,
why would you touch it?
I think that it has the potential to be one of the best sex curriculums in the world, as a world standard. I think there's a few tweaks to it that needs to be made.
Like what?
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
I agree that kids, even at a young age, should learn about why Timmy has a mom and 2 mommies and 2 daddies.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. And all that stuff, and how we should be accepting and stuff.
So why such a small minority of the people then turns out and he can then boost his prospect of becoming premier by turning around and saying, oh, by the way, we're gonna.
Because he played,
because the religious right are going to go.
He
like,
played,
oh, yeah,
he played with the religious idiots, and I get it.
Like, really? Fuck
But
you, fucking dick.
There's certain things that I think I wouldn't want my kids to be taught at a certain age.
Like what?
Certain like sexual acts and stuff like that, if it happens. Because listen, I am going strictly on what the news report said. I will go on record and say I've never read the sex ed curriculum. I've never looked at the sex ed curriculum. I am only going on what I've heard on news reports. Like
Personally, when I was in high school,
I don't want
our sex ed was they talked about sex, they talked about consent. I mean, now I don't know if that was actually in the curriculum or maybe that was just our teacher.
Okay,
but they did. But like, here's the thing. I don't know about you guys, but like in my class, we never got taught how to have sex. It was about sex. But it's not like, okay, it's like...
Yeah, but if there were...
Basically, what I was told was if you have sex, you're going to get pregnant. It's a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
There was no other... nothing else there.
Okay,
yeah.
And what I'm saying, though, is that at certain ages, I don't think they need to know about anal sex.
What age?
I think once you start... The kids... Just before they start becoming sexually active on the average of child, which is what?
Right now it's like 12.
12, 13.
They become roundabout sexually active roundabout 12.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, fine. Start teaching.
The law says 16, but kids?
Kids don't.
No, but you need to prepare. You need to prepare them before that starts. So regardless. 12, 13 is fine with me.
Does a 3-year-old need to know about
anal sex? No,
probably not.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Those
but the reproductive organs that you have.
Oh, dude, yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
Okay,
but
whatever.
my tweaks only include the sexual acts and what year they're taught at. That's it.
Why?
Like I said, if you want to teach them at 12 or 13,
no, that's when they start. So you need to teach them before, like. People become sexually active around the ages of 12, so you need to teach them before.
Okay, so
that's a good point. Because
okay, so even 10.
If you look at the total regressive Republicans in the United States of America, when you go down to the Bible Belt, yes, air quotes are there, right? You go to the Bible Belt, and then, and I've mentioned this before on this show as well. Is that there? You look at the amount of when we're talking about anal sex, they do have this. It's like massive because then they stay a virgin. The girl stays a virgin, but she's been fucked.
Yeah, no, and I don't agree with that.
The boys are like, oh, yeah, that's cool. You're a virgin, so you're fine. So nobody's going to start giving you all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Go fuck off.
Cal brought up a good point. Maybe we should start teaching them just before they start having sexual contact.
I don't understand why you say just. I don't get that.
Well, I mean,
I think it's. I don't think it's a matter of just before because you can't then turn around and say, okay,
ten's fine.
You're 11 years old and 11 months, so I'll teach you about.
Well, no, I'm just saying because I know I'm talking the averages, of course,
and
right?
also, I mean, I also kind of get the point that they're trying to teach younger kids. No, I'm not talking about 3-4-year-olds, but like you know, once you go into grade 1, which is you're around 6 years old, and like you start teaching them because they can actually understand you, and like when you teach kids, it's just stays in there.
Yeah.
And also teaching kids stuff like that earlier on prevents fucking stuff like rape.
Oh, fuck does it.
If kids don't know what rape is, how rape happens, how do you know until you grow up?
Yeah.
Until you figure it out.
Yeah. But dude, teaching a child no person should touch you where your bathing suit covers is pretty standard, straightforward, I think. I mean, if someone I didn't know touched me,
I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, like I mean, that's probably still covered in the sex ed curriculum. I mean, if it's like when it's obviously like from like where the consent part is.
Yeah, but I think what these fucks on the right wing, you know what I mean, the Christian fucking dumb fucks that they are, right? What they were wanting to literally go to the American terminology, which is like abstain until you're married.
Well, that's just stupid.
That's just.
No,
dude, that is how you have these fucking idiots. They actually believe this bullshit.
No, I know that, and I know they're stupid, and they're not interpreting the Bible right. I get it. I understand it. Too bad for them. Why they're like that? Why they have this dysfunction? I have no idea.
But what they can't understand is the abuse that what they're saying is the correct way of doing things.
No.
Leads to the abuse that we fucking saw, and they don't give a fuck.
Well, what I'm saying is,
fuck them.
Our sexual curriculum, with a few tweaks, could be the world standard. I believe that. I've said it before, off air. You can at least attest that I've said that.
Yeah, you said that. I didn't agree with you, but I don't think any of the stuff you think is like. I don't think it should be tweaked.
No, hey, listen.
I think they should be educated before they hit before.
Absolutely.
Definitely should be educated about.
I wouldn't feel. Listen, and I don't have kids, so I don't know, but I wouldn't feel comfortable if the reports are true that the new curriculum had them learning about anal sex or any type of sex, like at grade 2 or 3. I'm sorry.
If a kid asks, how come Timmy has 2 dads? You say, well, your Timmy can't have 2 dads, and then smart kid asks, how do they make Timmy? And then you're gonna have to explain you're not gonna fucking say a stork fucking bought the Timmy over the house.
No, Timmy was made by a woman and a man, and they gave him to the I don't know, man.
Yeah, but the sense that I get from you at this very moment in time is the uncomfortableness about talking about a subject.
No, it's not. It's not uncomfortableness because they should be taught,
and that is where
I'm just talking about the age restrictions. That's what I'm saying.
If you bring,
I don't. If it was my child, I don't.
No, you are uncomfortable. That's what it is.
That's the whole thing.
Like if it's your child, you are uncomfortable them learning about this very early, or in an age.
And it's fine that you're fine in that.
Which is
nobody's disparaging you because of that. It's just that's the mindset of the people who go like, oh yeah, if we tweak this, if we do this, and then the kid will still be like in their fluffy little fucking pillow. They're human beings, dude. And
I understand that,
and they're going to fucking learn.
Yeah, but
either the easy
idea
way or the fucking hard way.
The idea is that I don't know. I've always enjoyed the innocence of a child. Does that make sense?
I don't think it kills an innocence of a child. I think I think it educates a child to know better.
I mean,
you can teach a child, and then 5 minutes later, they can still be doing their fucking running around in a playground. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Yeah.
No,
They do not fucking care. What it is what's happened, and the reason why this is still a bone of contention is because the adults were taught to be so repressive about their sexuality. Because the adult was taught about the repressiveness of sexuality, then they're looking at children and going like, oh no, we can't tell little Tommy this. Like, go fuck yourself.
No, and I get that. And like I said,
fuck off.
From what I've heard about the sexual like whatever the fucking
Education.
sex ed curriculum is, I mean, it seems fine to me, with the exception of a few things.
Those things that you were saying.
Exactly, and then that's it.
Oh no,
that's
I mean
it,
that's
bro.
fine. You're obviously allowed to be uncomfortable about certain things.
No,
Nobody's saying you're
and
not
maybe
allowed, but-
am I wrong? I don't know. I have no idea.
But then again, you've got to then before commenting further about what you feel should be changed or should not, then surely you should go and read what is actually in the curriculum as it stands at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And back to the 1998 one. Then back to the 1998 one, where he's saying he's going back to that. Why pick 1998? I have fucking no idea.
I don't know why either, because I remember in 1998 the teacher was still putting fucking condoms on a banana.
Okay, so it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was reluctantly, because I went
But
to a
then
Catholic
again,
school.
I mean, the teachers today don't go like, "Oh, Joseph, come here, get an erection. I'll put the condom on you now." You don't get that. So what the fucking are you doing, you fucking dick? Fuck off.
Well,
Why are you
I wouldn't want a teacher putting a condom
No,
on.
but I'm saying that doesn't happen. So you're educating kids about sex and about responsibility, which is, what the fuck is wrong with that?
No, and I agree. Again, responsibility. I'd even agree with the social media aspect of it. Teaching kids that, like, everything stays on the internet. So if you want to post something sexually, good luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I really believe kids should be taught that.
Oh, absolutely.
I really,
completely.
I really believe that kids should be taught why Timmy or Tom or Joe or Adele or whatever the fuck her name is, whoever, pick a girl's name, why they have two mommies or two daddies, right? Every kid should know that.
But I get where you're coming from. You're making very, very, very valid points. There's no points that you're wrong in, except where you turn around and say, with the tweaks, you have to specify what the tweaks are.
Okay,
You
for
have
me,
to.
if it's
But
true,
you haven't read
no,
the sex
I'm
education curriculum.
strictly going by news reports.
Okay, so
And
then you got to throw those in the fucking bin and then read it, and then you go like,
And that's why I've always said, if what the news reports are saying is true. If it's not true, then my argument's invalid, and let's go with the curriculum.
sure.
But what I'm saying is, if they're true,
And I honestly don't think there will be.
but if it is true, then I think certain things should be taught at certain ages and taught this exact same way. Nothing, like, I don't want nothing edited. I don't want nothing withheld from a child. I just think moving the age up a bit is just a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when they're talking about the sex ed curriculum, they're talking about, when do they start teaching?
I think it's very age responsive anyway. Isn't it?
When do they start teaching kids sex ed in
They taught me right at grade 5, 4 or 5.
4 or 5? So you're on 8, 9, or you're on 9 or 8, 10 years old then.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty proper time to start teaching them.
Absolutely.
But they want to start in kindergarten, which I have no problem either.
They want to what?
The first years of sexual education, they want to start at kindergarten, which is like,
You're like 4 years old.
yeah, but that's where they're teaching the kids, why does mommy and daddy have to?
Are you sure that's actually in this?
Yeah. That, I mean, again,
In that,
I
I need to check on
I
reread this
would
again. 'cause
really have to fucking.
it's either
research
kindergarten or grade 1, and then that's where they start teaching the kids that people have same-sex marriages.
What you've been reported about. That's
Yeah, and again-
what's been reported to you.
Yes, and if that's the case, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Kids should know why Timmy's got two dads or two moms. Not only for the kid's sake, but for Timmy's sake too, so they don't bully him like a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Like I got no. If it was up to me, I'd teach it right in preschool. That part of it.
I'm pretty sure that probably do. They probably do. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, if they are gonna have it in kindergarten, which I didn't know. I thought they were gonna actually start from like grade 1 and up.
Yeah,
I didn't know. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's kindergarten where they're gonna start teaching like
preschool, but
same-sex relationships and stuff like
but
that.
Like, I mean, saying
who gives a fuck?
I mean, at that point, like, it doesn't matter if you're gonna say like in kindergarten why this boy has 2 dads or why this girl has 2 dads or whatever, which is perfectly fine. But I don't think they're gonna, like you were saying from what you heard, they're gonna start teaching about like anal sex in kindergarten.
No, grade 2 and 3 were the beginning years of it.
How old is that? I don't
That's
grade 2 or
5,
3,
6.
Grade 2 and 3, no, about 7, 8.
Oh, okay.
No, kindergarten you're 4.
Yeah,
But if you
start grade
know,
one when you're
if
6.
I mean, if you go,
No,
into,
you have 1 year of kindergarten now.
I just can't understand why somebody would have a problem with you going into a relationship and not having the knowledge you need to go into that relationship. I can't see a problem with that. Why is that a fucking issue?
I don't know why, and I don't understand why.
I mean, why would you go on an election campaign?
I don't understand why.
Saying, okay, my idea is that I'm going to basically make you ignorant about the things that you need which is one of the fundamentals of life.
And I don't understand why. And it's it makes me look bad because, like, as a Catholic, these people aren't even interpreting the Bible the way it should be interpreted. At least my interpretation is, whether I agree with you or not, we're still all God's children, and I gotta accept you regardless.
No.
And that's fine. You can blech all you want.
And I will.
But I don't you when you do it to me. So
when do I talk about atheism?
you do it all the time.
Well, when you go,
Yeah.
Like, how much time? Okay.
So
it's bullshit.
no, but it's okay. You think it's bullshit. That's fine. But I mean, even I know they're bullshit, and I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
I know they're bullshit. They're interpreting the Bible wrong. I'm sorry, whatever.
But why is that now becoming so strident in Canada? That's pissing me off.
what?
These religious right fucks. I just don't get how that rise is there in Canada. I mean, because all you have to do is look at the United States of America. Fucking dumb fucking shit.
Well, we've already talked about how dumb they are. I mean, I said.
I know, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the rise in Canada. Why is the rise happening in Canada? What is it? Why?
I can't tell you. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't like this.
That to me is what's
It's
insultative towards
even as
Canadians.
even as a Christian myself, I'm dumbfounded and I'm stupid by it. I always thought, like I said, with the sex curriculum, it should be fucking tweaked a bit, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, really.
Like I say, if you could give me the real instances of tweaking.
Well, let me read the curriculum, and then I'll tell you what I should do.
We'll come back to it next week.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I will do my homework, and I will read the curriculum.
Yeah, please do. That'd be good.
Now can we talk about titties again?
Yes.
I wish.
Well, we're almost done anyway, so.
Are we?
Yeah, how long
We're
will you go
almost
for?
close, aren't we?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
I just idea. I don't want to say how much time is left, and then it sounds like we're hemming and hawing just to get to the end.
Okay.
Can we talk about the no, because we should have covered it earlier. So really we
Well, bring it up.
No, I'm just talking about the Canadian hating newspaper, the Toronto Sun. I can't understand why that paper hates Canada so much.
It doesn't hate Canada.
Really? But it sides. We'll go back to the thing that where my
we can have it. Let's have this conversation
we'll go
off
back
air.
to the Saudi thing where they're supporting the Saudis against. Even though you hate Trudeau, I understand you hate Trudeau. I get that. That's whatever. Who gives a flying fuck? But then to side with Saudi Arabia against Trudeau, fuck.
We'll have this conversation off air.
Sure. Okay.
I would like to end the show with titties and ass. And
Okay.
Do it.
Well, let's talk about titties and ass. What do you got?
Yeah. Throw it out. There we go.
Well,
The floor is yours.
no, I just,
We're waiting. Oh, you want us to talk about that?
no, I'm just saying. I mean, I like to just end it on anything but politics. That's all.
Okay.
And if I have to pick titties and ass, that's my thing. So
Well, you picked.
we could talk about wrestling if you
Well,
want.
talk about somebody with. Well, talk about titties and ass. Go ahead.
Because we can talk about how stupid the fucking Fan Expo is for charging $500 to meet 4 wrestlers.
Yeah, it's stupid.
We've talked about that.
Yes.
You've mentioned.
Oh,
that
by the
already.
way, how are things going with your lady friend?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of titties and ass.
She's dumped you.
No, we still talk all the time.
Oh, come on, give us a.
Have you gone out after that first time?
No, but that's only because of the kids.
The kids?
Yeah. That's not because she doesn't want to go out.
Okay.
At least that's what she says. I mean, if that's the case,
It is hard dating a single mother.
Yeah, and I'm not
This is
mad.
true.
I've gotten to the point where I've told her not to apologize
Yeah.
because I'd be like, "Hey, what's going on? You want to go out tonight? You want to go for I don't know, coffee or an ice cream or something?" And she was always like, "I'm sorry, but I don't have a sitter for my kids."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, you know what? There's something that needs to change here right now. First things first.
The kids.
Yeah, like." Please do not apologize because you have to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, that's a very gentleman of you.
Yes, I would think so too. I mean, I'd almost be mad. I'd almost be mad or pissed off if she actually picked me over the kids.
That's a fair comment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at this
Oh,
point,
because there are people that would do that shit.
Yes, there are.
and they would lose my respect completely.
Oh my
so
God,
right away,
absolutely.
like if I picked her up. If I'd have picked her up and I said, "Oh, so where are the kids?" and she's like, "Oh, they're stuck in their bedroom because I couldn't find a babysitter," I probably would have turned the car around, get the kids, put them in the car, go take them for ice cream, and tell the bitch to get
Why
upstairs.
do you do that?
Was that?
Why don't you do that? Or doesn't she want you to?
Well,
introduce
I've only known her for 2 weeks, 3
Oh,
weeks.
okay,
So
okay,
I mean,
that's fair enough. That's fair.
Have you met the kids?
no, I've not.
No, you haven't met the kids yet,
And
okay.
I don't want to. Like, that's a huge step.
That is a big step.
It is. It's massive.
That is a big step.
And I don't. I coming from the bullshit that I dealt with.
Yeah.
That's something that I want to make sure is the right thing to do.
Oh,
Make
before-
sure everything's good with you and her
Yeah,
first
yeah.
before you meet the kids.
Yeah, because then I don't want I've heard horror stories where like girls had revolving doors and the kid doesn't know what the fuck is going on or who's
That happens so many
So
times.
exactly. So like I don't want listen as fucking as creepy as it may sound, right? Because I don't want it to sound creepy. I have a soft spot for kids. All you guys know.
Why does that sound creepy?
Well, I mean, I've had people like kind of like look at me like soft spot, like I'm almost like pedophile type.
Well,
of thing.
that because they have a problem.
They have a problem.
They're the one with the problem, not you.
Not you.
and anybody
They have a problem.
anybody that
They
knows
really do.
anybody that knows me is like I will take my.
I think with us three, all of us, if we are in the community base that we have, and then obviously there are children, but those children that come into that community, those kids can feel absolutely safe because they can literally go to anyone within that community
Yeah,
and
like
talk to
bootleg,
them,
like
and
like bootleg's baby,
whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
like bootleg's
There's
baby.
nothing wrong with that at all. Those kids are safe and they're all good, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's
No,
all
exactly, and I just I mean I don't know. Maybe it'll feel right in 6 months. Maybe it'll feel right in a year. I don't know, but
Well, I'm happy for you, Buffalo Butt.
You literally called that.
you
I
know,
haven't said that name out loud in the podcast in a while.
No,
I haven't called your name either in a long time either.
I know, but yours was given by your mom, lovingly.
lovingly.
When you say my nickname, you just come off as a racist prick.
Props, dude. Props. That's true. That's true.
That fucking hurts.
You know I'm joking with you, right?
I am anybody. Oh, fuck.
What?
Nothing.
You know I'm fucking with you.
I know.
You don't need to get flustered. Come on, man.
I know. Fuck. But yes, I just.
No, man, I'm happy for you though, bro.
Yeah.
Although,
so am I.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it really does.
I hope
go
it
down
just
that.
like it goes up, yeah, man.
Yeah.
who knows? It could flutter up tomorrow. I don't know. But I mean, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Like I said, we talk all the time. We have a great time.
How often do you see her? Do you like go and hang out with her later on, like when she's like not doing anything and kids are in bed?
Sometimes I've you know what? Dude, excuse me. Sometimes I've just dropped off an ice cap.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'm thirsty, and then I just like I've like I like one night a couple nights ago I had just left your house, and she had texted me. She's just like, I was like, oh, she's like, I should have went and got an ice cap before I got to went to get the kids. I was like, oh, so I literally just drove, got her an ice cap, left out a thing, rang the doorbell, and left.
Does she live? What, you didn't talk to her?
You didn't stay and talk to her?
I thought it would be romantic.
That's a little creepy.
That's
Somebody random person just, even though she just told you about the ice cap, but
Yeah.
it's just like there's an ice cap waiting for me. It's romantic.
the romantic part is like saying,
Here, I brought you an ice
I
cap.
brought
Let's
you
sit
an ice
down, like out in front of your house, and like sit down and talk.
yeah, sit down on the floor and fucking.
I mean, you do want to get to know her more, right?
Yeah, dude, I do. And
That's cute that you did that, but like,
Did you just use the terminology "cute"?
yeah. I mean, it's kind of cute that you did that, though.
I like that. I like the way that he's gradually melting into.
Yeah, I
his seat.
know he is.
There he goes.
Here we have what we like to call an Italian melt.
I am not cute.
No, your actions. Are cute.
No, that what you did there. That's actually
good.
That's actually more
There's
cute
nothing-
than creepy. I mean, creepy in this, it's a little weird, but like you know, but like what you did though, it's like
Has she
I don't
listened
know.
to
That's so fucking adorable.
Has he still not told her about the podcast yet?
She knows about the podcast.
She just don't know like how we are in the podcast or how you are rather.
How I am. I'm more worried about me. Listen, it's on record. It's you've seen it's happened. People have heard the fucking show and then they stop talking to me.
Oh well, that's their fucking problem. That's
They can't tell the difference between me turned up here
So you just want her to get to know you a little bit better, and then you're gonna
and realize, okay, now it's time for you to listen to the podcast.
Now it's time to listen to me being an arsehole.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean that is. I mean, especially if you want to date somebody, and we have got this podcast, obviously, and you know they want to know you before, and then like first date, you say, or the
That
first time
doesn't
you talk,
sound
you're
like
like, I
you,
got a
dog.
podcast, and then they go home and listen. They're like, nope,
And
no second date for this guy.
and that's the mistake I've had.
Yeah,
I've had that mistake where I've gone on a few dates and they're like, oh, so tell me about this podcast. I'm like, well, it's a little out there. And I'm like, oh, can I hear it? I'm like, sure, here's how you get it.
But I don't get that, because anybody that I've ever spoken to about it, and I've said, okay, we go on a tangent, depends on where, I mean, how we've got to here from where we started from. It's always interests me in the sense that we can have this conversation, and then get to here. But like what we say during that 2 hours period of time, that's just what's going out there, and you're playing devil's advocate. So if you're playing devil's advocate, and then they judge you on that rather than the person that they should
Like even-
know, that's fucking. Then they're fucked. Fuck 'em.
Even Patricia last night, she wanted to hear the show, and I was just like,
who's Patricia again?
that girl.
I know
from
Patricia,
from the bars. Nice, that girl I
Nice
took home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she's only met me the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And she's just like, so Dom, I heard you guys have a podcast. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I want to hear it. I'm like, listen, why don't you just get to know me better first? And
I don't think. She,
not that like I'm attracted to
personally,
her or
knowing
anything.
her the way I do.
No. It's like when if you like planning on dating somebody, you're getting them to let them get to know you a little bit better before you spring the podcast on them is one thing. But like if it's somebody that you meet at the bar,
Who gives a fuck?
who gives a fuck?
That's true too, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Yeah,
Look,
just
he's
let him fucking
popping.
let him.
But as far as Amanda's concerned, then we'll just wait.
No. I mean, it is a good idea because a lot of people you don't want people to think that is who you are all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, especially it's just when you're
Especially for the last hour and some odd minutes, I've been trying to talk about tits and ass, and
you've been trying to do that, but you're like, let's talk about tits and ass, but you never bring anything up.
I know.
Never. I get that frustration. I understand that. It's like you're there. Oh, let's talk about tits and ass, but then you don't.
Well, I'm gonna start putting the TVs up here and stuff, and then.
Again, you're going to say, now, how many fucking weeks have I been on?
Well, no, because because we're still waiting on the final word on the other studio. I don't want to put all the shit up and then fucking the guy take it down.
Jay. Now you can.
Oh yeah, fuck you, Jay.
Nice.
Thank you. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So now you've got to turn around and say, like, whatever, because it's all Jay's fault.
It's always fucking Jay's fault.
This is Jay's fault because you're a procrastinating prick. It's Jay's fault. That's
because he's procrastinating on the other studio.
Well, I mean, dude, it's just a couple of TVs. We can always unhook them and bring it to the other
I don't
place.
think
That's true too.
it's not that difficult,
Yeah.
is it?
You know what?
Unless I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we
technology's
should
changed.
definitely maybe think about doing a different layout.
I think.
Yes,
that
I think
will-
so.
that will have to work.
I think maybe we should also think about maybe grabbing like a bigger table so we can try to experiment with the actual video podcast where we got a table, you got Dom in the middle, you and me on the side, have the camera facing us,
Sure.
and we're talking like something like that. I mean, we were making plans on air. It's funny because like it's like when we were at at Jay's the other day when we were recording the Savages thing, the takeover thing, and he's like, let's make plans on air. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Because we're so used to doing this here,
Of course.
making plans.
But those plans have got to come to fruition.
Oh, yeah,
at
they
some
do.
point, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
What a
we should.
fucking donut.
What?
What a fucking donut.
What a fucking donut. I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's a new one. Oh,
That's
okay.
a new one on me.
Anyways, time to go.
Oh,
Yeah. Time to go.
He's got to go camping.
Not right now. I'm going camping in like 2 days. But
Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the other
Comment.
thing, Twitter. Twitter, get on it. We always have updates, and also Nancy Diamond, former mayor of Toronto, is going to be hanging
Oshawa.
out with us. Oshawa hanging out with us. She's coming camping with me, so look forward to some pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter.
Yes, I'll be heading her off as soon as we get off the air.
You're bringing her to the fucking the Ultimate Gravity.
Where is she now?
anniversary
Where
party
is she
tomorrow.
now? Where is she?
Oh, she's
She's
in my.
in his trunk.
In his fucking trunk.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I took a picture with her.
It's kidnapped.
And it's like, she put her fucking portrait.
That
in the
wasn't me.
trunk.
That was Scott.
And yeah.
Anyways, bye.
Bye. Peace.
Peace.